it's impossible to repeat a message for another human. It's impossible because the human lives in between the two times that they've seen the same message. And the living that they've done informs how they review and perceive the message. You can say one thing one time, and I can read it another time after a set of circumstances have occurred in my life, and I will view that message entirely differently. You need to give humans the ability to grow in between your repetitive messaging. He thought that was insightful. I thought it was too.
I can see John trying to internalize this and save it.
He's trying to get a quote card out of it. So
he's thinking.
Yeah,
I love that.
Amber, write that down.
Darth Goodman is back. He put the hood up when I said that, so I know evil is afoot. The second thing
I think about. Let's stick on this point. I think this is I think that's one of the wisest, most insightful points. I mean, you say a lot of smart things. I give you a lot of shit, but you say a lot of smart things. But I think that's one of the wisest, most insightful points that's been brought up on our podcast by anybody, me included. And so I want to dwell on it a little bit because it's not just about pithy things you say on social media, right? There's so many layers to what you just said. There are certain books that I try to read once a year. And the reason for that is, to me, a really, really impactful book has layers to it. And that's one of the reasons why it's so impactful, is because it connects with different people who are at different stages of their journey and helps them get to that next stage. And at every point in our life, we think about what we're doing as humans, we're always just trying to get to that next step, that next step, that next step. No matter where we are, we're trying to get to that next step. It's just a continual growth process. And so what I do is I'll pick up a book and I'll highlight stuff, right? And I'll mark it. I mark the shit out of my books, and I'll mark the book and I'll underline it and I'll write notes in the margins and stuff like that. And then I'll pick up that same book a year later and I'll be like, why did I think that was important? And then I take a step back and I say, well, it's because I've had a year of growth in between then. I now have internalized this point. And what a wise statement, Ren.